Hello, I'm Tracy, and today I want to talk to you about one of the single best qualities that you can develop for success. Actually, it's the best quality and the most important quality, and without it, nothing is possible. The great secret of success is that there are no secrets of success. There are only timeless principles that have been proven effective throughout the centuries. There's one special quality that you can develop that will guarantee your greater success, accomplishment, and happiness in life. Of 1,000 principles for success developed over the ages, this one quality or practice will do more to assure that you accomplish wonderful things with your life than anything else. The quality is so important that if you don't develop it to a high degree, it's impossible for you to ever achieve what you are truly capable of achieving. The quality that I'm talking about is the quality of self-discipline. It is a habit, a practice, a philosophy, and a way of living. All successful men and women are highly disciplined in the important work that they do. All unsuccessful men and women are undisciplined and unable to control their behaviors and their appetites. And when you develop the same levels of high personal discipline possessed by the most goal-oriented, successful people in our society, you will very soon begin to achieve the same results that they do. It's no miracle. All great success in life is preceded by long, sustained periods of focused effort on a single goal, the most important goal, with the determination to stay with it until it is complete. Throughout history, we find that every man or woman who achieved anything lasting and worthwhile had engaged in long, often unappreciated hours, weeks, months, and even years of concentrated, disciplined work in a particular direction. Fortunately, the quality of self-discipline is something that you can learn by continuous practice, over and over, until you master it. Once you've mastered the ability to delay gratification, the ability to discipline yourself to keep your attention focused on the most important task in front of you, there is virtually no goal that you cannot accomplish and no task that you cannot complete. I have studied successful men and women for more than 40 years, and in the simplest of terms, successful men and women are those who work almost all the time on high-value tasks. Unsuccessful men and women are those who waste their time by wasting the minutes and hours of each day on low-value activities. You see, there is a crowding out principle in time and personal management. It simply says that if you spend all of your time on highly productive tasks, by the end of the day, you will have crowded out all the unproductive activities that might have distracted you from your real work and from what's really important. On the other hand, if you spend your time on low-value activities, the reverse happens. Those low-value activities will crowd out the time that you need to complete the tasks that can make all the difference in your life. And the key to this attitude toward time and personal management is always self-discipline. There are several disciplines that you need to develop if you want to achieve your full potential. The first of these is the discipline of goals. This means that you sit down with a pad of paper, a pen, and ample time to think. You think through and then make a written list of all the things that you want to accomplish in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 years. You organize the list into the various areas of your life, your career, your money, your family, your health, and the other parts that are important to you. Interestingly enough, if you can be clear about your goals and write them down, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving them. But if you're not clear, that means that you haven't written them down, there's nothing that can help you. You set priorities among your goals and rewrite your lists so that your most important goals are at the top. You then take a separate sheet of paper and you make a list of all the things that you can think of doing right now to move you toward the attainment of your most important goals. Fully 97% of adult Americans are trying to live their lives without clear, specific, written goals. This is the same as setting off across an unknown country without a roadmap. You may get somewhere eventually, but it will take you much longer, and it's far more likely that you will get lost and waste an enormous amount of time than if you planned your trip carefully with a roadmap and full information about the future terrain before you started out. The second discipline you need to develop for success is the discipline of planning. Many people think that they are too busy to plan, or they don't give themselves enough time to plan. You will save 10 minutes in execution and getting the job done for every minute that you invest in planning. You will get a 1,000% return on your time investment by taking the time to think through in advance what you are going to do in the hours and days ahead. Now, I'd love to hear from you, so my question today is this: is self-discipline important to you? Leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about the power of self-discipline, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching. Hello, I'm Tracy, and today I want to talk to you about some bad habits that are destroying your productivity. Self-discipline is a great time saver. It's the ability to make yourself work on only the things that are most important to you. Productivity is an all-important ingredient in the recipe for success. Unfortunately, far too many people destroy their own productivity each day with bad habits that could be avoided. If you are ready to start being a more productive and successful person, be sure to avoid these 7 productivity-destroying habits. The first bad habit that's destroying your productivity is not planning your day. In the same way that it's hard to build a house without a blueprint, it's hard to have a productive day if you don't plan your day out in full. Planning out each day can be a great motivator, enabling you to focus in on the tasks that you need to accomplish each day. Failing to plan out your day, meanwhile, creates a vacuum that you are much more likely to fill with distractions and time-wasting activities than you are with productive tasks. If you would like to improve your productivity right away, purchase a planner and start writing down what you want to accomplish each day. You may be surprised to see just how far planning out each day can actually take you. I use a yellow pad, a notepad, and I write out all my goals every day before I begin, and it's made all the difference for me, and it will for you. The second bad habit is not having self-discipline. One of the most important traits that almost all successful people have in common is self-discipline. Without self-discipline, it's almost impossible to accomplish anything beyond the bare minimum that is required of you. While a lack of self-discipline can be hard to overcome, it is something that anyone can move past with enough effort. If you continually force yourself to go the extra mile, your self-discipline will steadily improve over time, and your productivity will certainly improve with it as well. Third, sleeping in too often or too late. The early morning hours are the most important hours of the day. These are the hours when the majority of people will be at their most productive. If you sleep in, though, you are missing out on these all-important hours entirely. By waking up an hour or two earlier, you can get a lot accomplished while the rest of the world is still sleeping. Taking advantage of these available hours, these golden hours, is one of the easiest ways to boost your productivity. Fourth, wasting time online. The internet has been an amazing invention for mankind for a wide range of reasons. However, the internet is also a major source of distraction and one of the primary reasons that people are far less productive than they used to be. When an infinite supply of entertainment and distraction is always at your fingertips, your productivity is bound to suffer. To avoid this, try putting your phone and other devices away while you are working on important tasks. Keep them in another room if you are able to do so, in order to keep the online world from being an ever-present distraction. The best rule of all is leave things off. Use the internet to check on your messages and then turn it off for an extended period of time. The fifth bad habit is you're not completing the tasks that matter most to you first. Mark Twain said, if you start each morning by eating a live frog, you can rest comfortably in the knowledge of knowing that it's probably the worst thing that's going to happen to you all day long. In other words, if you start each day by completing your most dreaded task rather than putting it off, you can begin each day with a major sense of accomplishment and avoid the dread that goes along with putting off a major task. The sixth thing that holds you back is the habit of complaining. Complaining and procrastination go hand in hand. The more you complain about a task, the more likely you are to put it off. Likewise, putting a task off only makes it worse and gives you all the more to complain about. It's a vicious cycle, and one that is absolutely destructive to your productivity. Keeping a positive mindset and avoiding complaining is an essential key to success. After all, complaining about a task never once made a task complete itself, and it very often leads to a complete loss of productivity. Seventh, you let the fear of failure stop you from success. The quickest way to guarantee failure is to never try. Like the old adage says, you can't let go of the fear of striking out keep you from stepping up to bat. Unfortunately, fear of failure is a very real thing, and it keeps far too many people from ever pursuing their dreams. Fear of failure, though, isn't a rational fear, and failure isn't something that deserves to be feared. Even the most successful people in the world had to fail multiple times before they finally succeeded. If you have the right mindset, failure won't stop you from reaching your goals. A fear of failure, on the other hand, will stop you every single time. Now, I'd love to hear from you, so my question today to you is, what bad habit is keeping you from success? Leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about productivity habits, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching. Hello, I'm Tracy, and today I want to talk to you about some ways that you can get motivated quickly. No matter what you have done to this moment, you get 24 brand new hours to spend every single day. With enough motivation, almost anything is possible. Motivation, however, isn't always something that you can produce on demand, and when your motivation is lacking, even the most basic tasks can seem like major obstacles. In order to be successful, it's important to take control of your motivation and learn how to quickly motivate yourself no matter what tasks you are facing. By far, the best way to stay motivated throughout the day is to motivate yourself when you first wake up in the morning. If you would like to begin starting your days with a little extra motivation, check out these 3 tips for motivating yourself in just 60 seconds. First, use positive affirmations. The value of positive affirmations is highly underrated. While positive affirmations can be used to accomplish a wide range of goals, they're especially useful when it comes to boosting motivation. If you say something out loud often enough, It won't be long before your subconscious mind actually believes it to be true. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between something that is true and something that you just imagine. Positive affirmations can be used to convince your subconscious mind that you are motivated and ready to take on any task. Some of my favorite affirmations for boosting motivation include affirmations such as, I like myself, I like myself, or I like myself and I love my work. I like myself and I love my work. And even better is, I'm the best at what I do. I like myself. I am the best. I love my work. These are wonderful motivators. And remember, you become what you think about most of the time, but you become what you say to yourself most of the time as well. If you need quick motivation, go to a mirror and repeat these affirmations to yourself a few times. I like myself, I love my work, and I'm the best. It may seem silly at first, but the more you repeat these affirmations, the better you'll feel. It won't take long before you feel completely confident in any situation. Next, plan your day the night before. Motivation and planning go hand in hand, and there's a good reason why the most motivated people are often highly structured and plan-oriented as well. If you take the time each night to plan out your next day, making a list, writing down the tasks that you want to accomplish and ranking them in order of importance, you'll go to sleep thinking about all the things you'll accomplish the next day. And when you wake up, you'll be much more motivated to start on those tasks immediately. Planning your day out the night before is able to boost motivation in a number of key ways. To start, it eliminates the vacuum that is created when you don't have a plan for your day. Waking up without a concrete idea of what you want to accomplish that day makes you much more likely to fill the void with distractions and time wasters. Starting out each day with a plan, on the other hand, makes it much easier to stay unfocused. Planning out your day the night before also activates your subconscious mind before you fall asleep. When you plan out your next day before you fall asleep, those plans will stew in your subconscious mind throughout the night, helping you wake up motivated and ready to start on your to-do list in order. Remember this, plan every week the week before, plan every day the day before. You'll be much more motivated and successful. Finally, write down and review your goals every day. Writing down and reviewing your goals is another beneficial way to add to your morning routine. The goals that you write down each morning can be short-term goals that you hope to accomplish that day, long-term goals that you have been working toward for years, or anything in between. The important part is that you write down the list of goals that mean the most to you that morning. The simple act of writing down your goals is able to boost your motivation by reminding you each day what it is that you're working for. Oftentimes, the day-to-day tasks that need to be accomplished can feel somewhat trivial and unimportant, making it hard for you to motivate yourself to work on them. Writing down your goals each morning, though, connects these day-to-day tasks with the bigger picture, reminding you of the important role that they play on the road to reaching your long-term goals. In many cases, this simple reminder is all that you will need to fully motivate yourself each morning. Like starting an outboard engine motor, run, you're moving for the rest of the day. Now, I love to hear from you, so my question today is, what do you do to motivate yourself quickly each day? Leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about how to motivate yourself quickly, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching.
7 qualities of the most creative thinkers. Thought is creative. You create your entire life with your thoughts, hour by hour and minute by minute. Brian Tracy. Do you possess any of the qualities of the most creative thinkers? The more you do of what you're doing, the more you'll get of what you've got. Creative thinking requires that you continually dig deep into yourself and generate more, newer, better, faster, cheaper, and different ideas that you can use to improve the important parts of your life. There are 7 qualities of creative thinkers. When you practice one or more of these qualities, you begin to prove to yourself that you are truly a genius, and you simultaneously disprove the negative hypothesis. The first quality is that creative thinkers are intensely curious. They are always asking questions. They ask questions like, why? Very much like children do all the time. Then they ask, why not? Why can't we do it? Even if it hasn't been done before, can it be done now? The second quality of creative thinkers is that they practice zero-based thinking all the time. They continually ask themselves, if I were not now doing what I'm doing, knowing what I now know, would I start? And if the answer is no, they cut their losses, discontinue what they are doing, and start doing something else. It is absolutely amazing how many people persist in something that they wouldn't even get into if they had to do it over again. And they wonder why they're making so little progress. The third quality of creative thinkers is that they have a willingness to change. They recognize that in a world such as ours, the unwillingness or inability to change is fatal. They prefer to be in charge of their lives rather than being caught up in the flash flood of change that is inevitable and unavoidable. The words of the truly flexible person, the person who is willing to change, are simply, I changed my mind. According to researchers, fully 70% of the decisions you make turn out to be wrong in the long run. This means that you must be willing to change your mind and try something else most of the time. Mental flexibility is the most important quality that you will need for success in this century. The fourth quality of highly creative thinkers is their willingness to admit that they are wrong. Fully 80% of people burn up most of their mental and emotional energy defending against admitting that they made a wrong decision. Don't let this happen to you. Truly intelligent, highly creative people are open-minded, fluid, flexible, and willing to both change their mind and admit that they are wrong when their earlier decisions turn out to be incorrect. The fifth quality is that highly creative people can say, I don't know. They recognize that it is impossible for anyone to know anything about everything, that it is very likely that almost everyone is wrong to some extent, no matter what they're doing. So when someone asks them a particular question that they don't know the answer to, they admit it early and often. They simply say, I don't know. And if necessary, they go about finding the answer. Here's an important point. No matter what problems you have, there's someone somewhere who had the same problem and who has already solved that problem and is using that solution today. One of the smartest and most creative things you can do is to find someone else, somewhere, who is already implementing the solution successfully and then copy him or her. The smartest person is not necessarily the person who comes up with the idea. It may just be a lucky flash of insight. The smartest person is the one who copies and improves the idea first. And it is often the person to recognize the value of the new idea that makes a fortune from the idea, while the originator makes little or nothing. The sixth quality of creative people is that they are intensely goal-focused. They know exactly what they want. They have it written down very clearly. They visualize it on a regular basis. They imagine what their goal would look like if it were a reality today. And the more they visualize and imagine their goal as a reality, the more creative they become and the faster they move towards achieving it. The seventh quality of highly creative thinkers is that they have less ego involvement in being right. They are more concerned with what's right rather than who's right. They are willing to accept ideas from any source to achieve a goal, overcome an obstacle, or solve a problem. The most important part of creative thinking is your ability to generate ideas. And the greater the quantity of ideas you generate, the greater the quality your ideas will be. The more ideas you have, the more likely you are to have the right idea at the right time. But generating ideas is only 1% of the equation. As Thomas Edison once wrote, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Your ability to come up with an idea, to test it and validate it, and then to implement it through creative thinking and execute it in your life to achieve results is the true mark of a genius. Every single time you originate a new idea, write it down, make a plan for its implementation, and then take action. You are behaving like a genius. And the more you manage your creativity this way, the smarter you will become. And the smarter you become, the more you will achieve in every area of your life. Your future will become unlimited. Now, we'd love to hear from you. So our question today is, what qualities of creative thinkers do you think are the most important? Leave a comment below and we'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and as Brian says, if you want to change your future, take action and take action now.
If you enjoyed this video and feel that it was valuable, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching. Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and today I want to talk to you about how to keep your mind healthy throughout your entire life. Your mind will make you rich or poor depending on the uses you put to it. I want you to take a moment to answer the following question. What are you doing today to keep your brain healthy and active? If you're like most people, you are more than willing to spend hours each week focusing on developing a strong and flexible physical body, but fail to devote any time to actively seeking out ways to improve your mental fitness. Cultivating a keen and active mind is key to unlocking a more satisfying and meaningful life in every area. Maintaining a healthy mind is essential for improving your productivity, strengthening your personal and professional relationships, and finally, realizing your best self. Building your brain and keeping your mind healthy is critical, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Here are 6 actionable suggestions that can help you get started today, making your mind as sharp as a razor. First, read as much positive material as you can. Your brain craves new ideas and stimulation, and reading is one of the best ways to explore them. While there are endless topics you can explore by reading, it's necessary to keep the majority of the material as positive and inspirational as possible. You must really enjoy what you're reading. Continuously exposing yourself to reading material which is pessimistic or causes you to become agitated, like lots of stuff in the newspapers today, will have an overall negative effect on your mental state. This means instead of obsessing over depressing news articles, pick up an inspiring biography or a nonfiction book in your field of interest. Next, exercise. Study after study has proven that there is a direct correlation between physical exercise and mental well-being. Exercise can help to reduce stress and alleviate feelings of depression, along with boosting positivity, aiding self-esteem, and even improving cognitive thinking. The good news that even moderate aerobic exercises like walking or jogging or swimming can have a tremendous effect on the way you feel mentally. All it takes is 30 minutes of exercises a couple of times a week to start to see results. If you can't squeeze a full 30 minutes of exercise into your schedule, don't worry about it. Even doing aerobic exercises for as little as 10 minutes at a time is really beneficial. Next, practice affirmations. By using affirmations on a daily basis, you can counteract some of the overwhelming negativity in the world around you and create a more optimistic outlook for yourself. Your subconscious mind makes everything you say and do fit a pattern consistent with your self-concept, your master program. Research has shown that through the simple act of making positive statements about yourself, to yourself, you can reprogram your brain to overcome unhealthy habits and increase your productivity and control harmful emotions. You can find many affirmations online, but the most powerful ones are those you create by yourself. Think of an area of your life that you would like to change, and then choose an achievable outcome that you want to reach. Frame your desired outcome in a short, present tense statement and repeat it to yourself throughout the day. Let me give you a couple of examples. The most powerful affirmation of all is the affirmation, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. I learned that fully 40 years ago, and I was just remarkable. I was shocked. I never heard it before, and the instructor had everybody in the room say it, and today I have everybody in my room say it all over the world in now 50 or 60 languages. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Because the more you like yourself, the more you like everyone around you, the more you like your work, the more you like your activities, the more open-minded and optimistic you are. Try it. Another one that you can say is, I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I always tell my children that they're the best. And soon they start to say to themselves, I'm the best. I'm really good. Perhaps the best of all is, I can do it. I can do it. I can do anything I put my mind to. I'm not afraid of anything. I can do anything I put my mind to. And finally, which I really love, is the words, I love my work. I love my work. I like myself and I love my work. Get yourself pumped, almost like mental exercise. Get the blood moving. I like myself. I love my work. I like myself. I love my work. And you'll be astonished at how much better you feel and how much better you do your work. Just give it a try. My rule throughout my career has been that you only need to try one of my recommendations once to find out if it works or not. You don't have to practice for 6 months. Just do it once and you'll experience the change. And then you'll start to do it over and over again, because once you experience the change, you will be motivated to do it again. My first instructor in personal development said, with affirmations, your future is unlimited. I never forgot those words. I wrote them down and I rewrote them and I read them and reread them. With affirmations, talking to yourself in a positive way, your future is unlimited. Develop good habits. Are your habits holding you back and causing you to feel bad about yourself? Or are your habits pushing you forward and causing you to feel great about yourself? Almost everyone has at least one bad habit that he or she wishes that he or she could quit, whether it's procrastination or self-doubt or the propensity to blame others when things go wrong or badly. Harmful practices are a significant drain on your mental health. Despite the negative impact of these self-destructive habits, overcoming them can often be a real struggle. One method many successful people use or find helpful is replacing a bad habit with a good habit. So instead of just committing to stop fearing rejection in social situations, work on developing an exceedingly gregarious and outgoing personality by setting goals and working every day toward them. An important point about setting goals is this, is when you set a goal and you start working toward it, not only do you feel like a winner when you achieve the goal, which you will do if you don't give up, but you feel like a winner every step of the way. You feel happy and positive and good about yourself every step of the way. Fifth, eat healthy foods. Maintaining a healthy mind necessitates having a healthy diet and lifestyle. Throw out the junk food in the cupboard and stick to eating real foods. Many people experience positive mental health when they eliminate saturated fats and sugar from their diet. Finally, set goals with deadlines and work towards them. This is my favorite of all. Standing still, not making any progress, is almost worse than failing when you do start off. At least if you tried to meet the challenge and failed, you probably learned something valuable about yourself. Whenever you make a mistake of any kind, simply ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What can I learn that will help myself to be better in the future? Keep your mind focused on the positive part of what you just did, and the negative part will just kind of disappear. The fear of failure is the biggest single enemy of personal success for you or me or anyone else. It's often petrifying enough to cause you to avoid completing projects or even having the confidence to start one in the first place. A positive way of overcoming this mental self-paralysis is to create SMART goals. A SMART goal is a goal that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded. If you have a long-term project, use what is called the checklist manifesto. You take the long-term project and you break it down into a list of smaller, easier to finish tasks. You organize the list by what you do first, what you do second, what you do third, and then you begin on number 1. Once you break out all of the tasks you need to do to complete a project, identify the most important tasks and start on those. Make sure that you set deadlines for each task as well as for the completion of the entire project or goal. Your mental health is critical to leading the life that you deserve. Start making the changes that you need to improve it today. Now, I'd love to hear from you, so my question today is, what do you do to keep your mind healthy? Leave a comment below and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about mental fitness, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching.